So these enzymes are active at a particular temperature. Now in the enzymes, these enzymes are produced within the cell for the metabolic activities known as the endoenzymes. Okay, and those at which act away from site of the synthesis are called the exoenzymes. Yani ki the enzymes which shows their activity inside the cell are the endoenzymes, and the enzymes which shows their activity which are active away from the site of the synthesis, it means जहां पर enzyme produce हो रहे हैं वहीं पर ही enzyme utilize हो रहे हैं, that enzymes are the endoenzymes. And the enzymes which are getting utilized from the place where they are synthesized, जहां पर enzymes produce हो रहे हैं वहां से produce होने के बाद enzymes are carried away to the another place, and उस जगह पे जाकर के enzyme active होते हैं, that enzymes are called the exoenzymes. ठीक है, so basically two types of enzymes are there according to the working efficiency. So these are the general properties of the enzymes which we have already discussed in first semester. Okay, and I'll go through one by one, and if you have any doubt then you can ask me. So enzyme accelerate reaction but not initiate, यानी कि कैटलिस्ट क्या करते हैं, रिएक्शन की स्पीड को चेंज करते हैं बट उनको इनिशिएट नहीं करते. इनिशिएट करने का मतलब क्या है, कभी किसी भी रिएक्शन को स्टार्टअप नहीं करेंगे, है ना. रिएक्शन स्टार्ट हो जाएगा, अपने आप प्रोसीड करेगा अंडर सर्टेन कंडीशंस, and if there is need to change the speed of the reaction, then only the enzyme can alter the speed of the reaction. This is the first condition. Now second condition, enzymes they does not participate in the reaction and remains unchanged at the end of the reaction. So enzymes can regenerate. Enzymes are regenerated at the end of the reaction. Molecular status जो होता है enzyme का, it always remains as it is. Molecular condition में कोई भी changes नहीं आती. और रिएक्शन के स्टार्टिंग में जितना एंजाइम यूज हुआ था, हम लोगों ने यूज किया था, एट द एंड ऑफ द रिएक्शन आल्सो द सेम अमाउंट ऑफ एंजाइम, द सेम एनवायरमेंटल कंडीशन ऑफ द एंजाइम इज ऑब्टेन्ड. नाउ द मॉलिक्यूल ऑफ द एंजाइम इज लार्जर देन द सबस्ट्रेट मॉलिक्यूल, and a particular active part of the enzyme is involved in the reaction with the substrate. और वो जो हमारा पार्ट जो बॉन्ड reaction में involve होता है, that particular part of the enzyme is known as the active site of the enzyme. Okay, so enzymes are amphoteric in nature, that is chemically generally enzymes are protein. I have already told you about the statement that is all proteins, all enzymes are protein, but all proteins are not enzymes. ठीक है, जितने भी enzymes होते हैं सारे के सारे enzymes होते हैं, they are made up of the proteins and they show the amphoteric reactions, amphoteric nature, and these enzymes can react in acidic substance as well as with alkaline substances. ठीक है, तो enzymes जो है acidic और alkaline दोनों substances के साथ react करते हैं. Now specificity means enzymes are specific for a particular reaction. They have the specific action. एक एंजाइम जो है सिंगल सबस्ट्रेट मॉलिक्यूल के लिए ही सुटेबल रहेगा और दूसरे सबस्ट्रेट मॉलिक्यूल के साथ वो रिएक्ट नहीं करता है. इज दैट क्लियर? नाउ नेक्स्ट वी हैव द कोलॉइडल स्टेट ऑफ द एंजाइम. Next is the colloidal state, colloidal nature of the enzyme. Now this colloidal nature of the enzyme means generally all the enzymes are colloidal in nature and they provide large surface area for the reaction to take place. Okay, small molecules are present in the enzymes, that is the colloidal mixtures has two components, dispersed phase and dispersion medium, and the size of the dispersed particles are greater than the dispersion medium. Okay, so this is the colloidal nature of the enzyme. Now enzyme optima means enzymes generally work at the optimum conditions, okay, which is provided. तो हर एंजाइम की एक ऑप्टिमा कंडीशन होती है जिसमें एंजाइम्स जो है हाईली एक्टिव होते हैं. टेम्परेचर सेंसिटिविटी, as I have told you that enzymes are active up to certain temperature around 40 to 45 degrees Celsius. And if the temperature increases above 55 degrees Celsius to 60 degrees Celsius, then the activity of the enzyme breaks down and the denaturation of the enzyme starts. Okay. pH sensitivity also we have discussed earlier, पर एक बार हम लोग फिर से discuss कर लेते हैं. That is, enzymes are specific to the pH and they remains active at a particular range of pH. Above that pH, it means strong acid and strong base. Mild acid, mild base में तो enzyme active रहेगा. Okay? Neutral pH में enzymes are highly active. And in case of strong acidic condition and strong basic conditions, these are the adverse condition for the enzymes. Strong acid and strong base के presence में enzymes become inactive and it does not react properly. Okay. So this is the pH sensitivity of the enzyme. Next is the concentration of the enzyme and the substrate. So there is a certain proportionate to concentrate the rating of the molecules. It means if the substrate concentration is increased, the enzyme action also increases. Enzyme kinetics में हम लोगों ने discuss किया था, and we will discuss it again when we will study the enzyme unit. That up to a certain concentration, the substrate concentration increase करने पे activity increase करती है. And when the substrate concentration becomes very, very large in comparison to the enzyme, then the rate of reaction becomes constant. Okay. And there is no further change in the rate of reaction. And finally, last one is the enzyme is working as inhibitors. That is, enzyme inhibitors are certain products which inhibits the enzyme activity. जैसे सिंपल इनहिबिटर्स होते हैं, वैसे ही एंजाइम की एक्टिविटी को स्टॉप करने के लिए, स्लो करने के लिए देयर आर इनहिबिटर्स, and that inhibitors are known as the enzyme inhibitors, and they attacks the active site of the enzyme. Okay. So once the active site of the enzymes are occupied by the inhibitors, then the substrate does not get to react with the enzyme. They doesn't get the place to bind itself with the enzyme, and the activity of the enzyme become lost, or the activity of the enzyme is reduced. Okay. So the substances like the substrate molecules in their structures, and these are called the competitive inhibitors. Okay. So inhibitors are the substances which inhibits the activity of the enzyme. So this is the simple introduction for the biomolecules, and in detail we will study in the यूनिट्स, रेस्पेक्टिव यूनिट्स. जैसे प्रोटीन, लिपिड्स आप लोगों को पढ़ना है तो उसमें हम लोग वन बाय वन स्टडी करेंगे. नाउ आफ्टर द बायोमोलिक्यूल्स, that is these biomolecules are very important for the cells, and these are the molecules for the life. That is a molecule needed to construct in the preparation of the cell, to run the activity of the cells. They are very important for the living. Now, after the biomolecule, next topic is the chemical and biological evolution of life. अब तक जो मैंने आप लोगों को बेटा बताया है, उसमें कोई डाउट हो तो आप लोग मुझसे क्लियर कर लें. If you have any doubt, then you can ask me. प्रगति, सफल, कुछ पूछना है आप लोगों को तो मुझसे पूछ लीजिए. You want to ask something?
No ma'am, clear है ma'am.
Okay. So let's continue the another topic, that is the biological and the chemical evolution of the life. How the life is evolved. What are the different changes takes place during the different stages of the life. Okay. So the life, different stages of the life involves the chemical changes along with the biological changes. So first, there is the origin and early evolution of life. How the life evolved. So chemical evolution, एवोल्यूशन दोनों एस्पेक्ट में होते हैं. that is the chemical evolution, chemical changes which takes place during the history of the life, and the biological changes which takes place during the course of the life. Okay, so the chemical evolution means it is the chemical evolution of the organic molecules, generally biopolymers and the systems of chemical reactions. They are needed to form the first cell. Okay, so for the formation of the first cell, the changes in the biopolymers, changes in the biomolecules, along with the system of the chemical reactions, they were very important, and they were required to form the first cell. So for the formation of the cell, the different components were needed, different substances were needed, and this took about 1 billion years to evolve. For the current stage को obtain करने के लिए around 1 billion years लग गए for the chemical evolution. In the same way, in the biological evolution, जैसे मैंने आप लोगों को जब when we I have taught you about the cells, then I have told you about the two types of cells, that is the primitive cell, prokaryotic cell, and the eukaryotic cell. So this biological evolution follows from a single-celled prokaryotic bacteria to the single-celled eukaryotic bacteria. It means at the ancient, when the life started, then single-celled bacteria, prokaryotic bacteria, that is a primitive bacteria, was evolved, and that prokaryotic bacteria, in the prokaryotic bacteria cell, the whole components of the cell were present in a single membrane. Okay, there was no differentiation between the cell organelles and the nucleus components of the cell. So everything was present in a same matrix, simple matrix. साइटोप्लाज्म में सब कुछ present था, ठीक है, एक साथ mix मिला हुआ. Next is the single cell prokaryotic eukaryotic organism. Now this eukaryotic organism were the cells in which the two envelopes were present. It means there was the differentiation between the nuclear portion and the simple cell organelles. So there was the nuclear membrane which contains the genetic material, and simple cell organelles or the cytoplasm of the cell was enclosed in a plasma membrane or a cell wall. Okay, according to the cell, कैसा cell था उसके according. जैसे cell wall is present in the plant cell and the plasma membrane is present in the animal cell. So according to the need, according to the cell, the cytoplasmic matrix and the cytoplasmic structures were enclosed in the enclosed within the plasma membrane, and the nuclear materials or the genetic materials was enclosed in the nuclear membrane. So these eukaryotic cells are the two component cells, and from the single cell they evolve, they proceeds to the they evolve to the multicellular organism, लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म, जो मल्टीसेलर, जो आजकल की जो जनरेशन है, ह्यूमन बींग्स हैं, डिफरेंट एनिमल्स हैं, डिफरेंट प्लांट्स हैं, all these are the multicellular organism. It means they contains the large number of cells, millions to trillions of cells are present in a single body, and many cells are there, and these cells in a combined way they are performing or running the life. Okay, and generally it has been continuing for around 3.7 billions of years. So this is the time period for the biological evolution of the cell, and 1.1 around 1 billion year is the time period for the chemical evolution of the cell. So in this case, the knowledge of the past life that comes from the fossils, from the ice core drillings, from the chemical analysis, from the DNA analysis. अब ये सारी चीजें हम लोगों को कहाँ से पता चली, है ना? All these are came to existence or came to know from the different analysis which are done by the different peoples, different scientists. Now, these scientists are regularly studying the different components or the fossils which are obtained from the earth crust, है ना? लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म की बॉडी जो ऑब्टेन होती है, फोसिल्स फ्यूल्स क्या होते हैं? डेड ऑर्गेनिजम्स जो बरीड हो जाते हैं बिटवीन द रॉक्स which are buried under the earth crust, and जब अर्थ की खुदाई होती है या digging of the earth होती है, in that cases at that time some bodies are obtained, है ना, that are the fossils, और कुछ ice के नीचे दब जाते हैं living organisms की body, and when the ice is drilled. Okay, ice core को drill किया जाता है. Then also the fossils are obtained. Then chemical analysis है ना, इन सारे जो fossils obtain होते हैं, जो dead bodies obtain होते हैं, उनका chemical analysis किया जाता है, उसको study किया जाता है. Then there is a DNA analysis. DNA substances को analyze किया जाता है, उसको study किया जाता है, and study करने के बाद find out किया जाता है कि कौन कौन से changes हुए हैं during the course of the life. Okay, so these records, ये जो भी records होते हैं generally mostly incomplete होते हैं because इनको properly study करना. So this is the whole, this diagram is showing the chemical evolution and the biological evolution. Okay, so in the chemical evolution there is a formation of the early crust and the atmosphere. So first earth was formed, and after that small organic molecules forms in a sea, है ना. क्या कहा स्टार्टिंग में, क्या कहा जाता है कि लाइफ इज इवॉल्व फ्रॉम द सी. सो स्मॉल मॉलिक्यूल्स originated from the sea. Sorry. So these small molecules get originated from the sea, and the large organic molecule, that is the biopolymerase, forms in the sea. The small molecules combines and they form the large molecules. Along with the large molecules, the first protocells form in the sea. Yani first prokaryotic cells formed in the sea. Okay? And these, from these protocells, chemical evolution के बाद the biological evolution started. So from these protocells, the single cell prokaryotes forms in the sea. The first living organism was originated in the sea, originated in the water. And from the prokaryotic cells, the eukaryotic cells was originated. And from these eukaryotic cells, the different varieties of multicellular organism forms. And first, they form in the sea, and after their formation, origination in the sea, they move to the land. Okay, so सबसे पहले life, first the life was evolved in the sea, and after that the life which was evolved in the sea, which was generated in the sea, that moved to the land, that moved to the earth crust. Is that clear to you all? इतना clear है बेटा?
Yes, ma'am.
Now next we have the theory of evolution. Now according to the theory of evolution, this theory is widely accepted scientific idea. Generally all the life which were formed developed from the earlier life. जैसे हम लोगों ने जब cell theory पढ़ी थी, in that cell theory we have discussed that the new cell arises from the pre-existing cells. So according to the theory of evolution, the new life originates from the old cell, old life, pre-existing life से ही new life originate होती है, ठीक है. And this theory conflicts with the creation stories. जो भी हमारे जो mythological books हैं, उनमें जो creation stories हैं, that theories conflicts the creation stories of many religions, many books, and it is the way the biologist. So this theory is the way of explaining the life by the biologist, who say that the life has changed over the past 3.6 to 3.8 billion years, and there is a diversity today, है ना. So diversity means the different forms of the life are present. हम लोग अपने आसपास जब देखते हैं, देन हम लोगों को बहुत वैरायटीज, डिफरेंट एनिमल्स दिखते हैं. और जो भी एक, अगर एक स्पीशीज में भी अगर आप देखते हैं, तो हम लोग देखते हैं कि टू जो रेसेस हैं, टू particular organisms say they are not similar, they are totally different from each other. Okay, so this is the diversity in the life. अगर आप दो प्लांट्स को भी देखेंगे, that plants are totally different. कभी भी दो चीज जो होती हैं on the earth crust, generally they never matches to each other, है ना. जनरल कैरेक्टरिस्टिक सेम हो सकते हैं, लेकिन जब आप उनको देखते हैं, क्लोज ऑब्जर्वेशन करेंगे, तो इट इज टोटली डिफरेंट. सिंपल एग्जांपल ले लेते हैं, अगर आप दो फ्लावर्स ले रहे हैं, रोज प्लांट से दो फ्लावर्स लेते हैं, then we see that flowers are also totally different from each other. किसी में नंबर ऑफ पेटल्स ज्यादा होंगे, किसी में कम होंगे, किसी फ्लावर का साइज बड़ा होगा, किसी फ्लावर का साइज छोटा होगा, है ना. तो सेम स्पीशीज में, सेम लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म में भी वैरायटी रहती है. सो दिस शोज द डाइवर्सिटी इन द लाइफ. The light is totally different from each other. Okay, is that clear to you all? So the Darwin was the first person who gave the theory of evolution. And next class में हम लोग theory of evolution को discuss करेंगे. Okay? आज जो मैंने आप लोगों को पढ़ाया है, in case if you have any doubts, then you can ask me. कुछ पूछना हो अगर आप लोगों को तो आप लोग मुझसे पूछ सकते हैं.